All right, we're going to do a very, very simple formula. In fact, I'm going to show you how it works in Excel just because it's a little bit easier to visualize what it's actually doing. And then in Tableau, I'll show you how the formula works. But because we have no data set for it, you'll just be able to kind of relate it from this data set. So let me show you how it works. A lot of the times when you download from certain systems, right, certain databases, or if some people give you a lot of information, sometimes they've got what's called trailing spaces, right, or spaces at the beginning. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. If you look at this data set, right, these are the same across. Okay, this was the original one that I was playing with. It looks pretty much the same. But what if I put an underline on it? Okay, you can see that there's all these trailing spaces. And then a lot of times, this could mean nothing for your analysis, won't impact it at all. In some cases, you need to get rid of these, okay? And I don't want to have to go in row by row to clear it out. I instead just want to get rid of it. And the easiest way to do that is using a function called trim. So if I go equals trim, right? Select what I'm trimming, okay? And if I put a underscore here, not underscore, a underline, you'll see that all the trailing spaces have disappeared. Okay, Tableau works in the exact same way. So if you ever have a problem with this in your data set, in Tableau, let's pretend it's this manufacturer one. Let's pretend it has heaps of trailing spaces. I simply go right click, create calculated field, and I'm going to use trim, right? And it does the exact same thing. It trims out all these extra spaces, right? So if I go trim, bracket, trim, does the exact same thing. Okay, but because this doesn't actually have spaces, it's not going to do anything, but that's how you would use the formula. There's really not much to it than that. Okay, and again, that's just to get rid of these trailing spaces. Also, this will do it for text at the beginning, right? So you can see that even though I've added text, there's no trailing spaces. The one time it won't work is, let's say the spaces are in between. So let's say I have a 1 there, it will suddenly keep them in there. Okay, so you see you still have a space in there. Okay, so it won't always work. It has to be completely trailing or at the beginning with nothing else in front of it. Okay, because suddenly this isn't trailing, it's actually at the very end, right? So you can see that there's still a space in there. Okay, so just be aware of that. But that's all there is to trim. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next video.